One thing that Reed 2 refuses to do is pull its punches. So we're going to review it in exactly the same way. Cards on the table, this is one of the toughest platformers we've played in years. It's not just cruel, it's horrifically cruel. Here's an example. After a particularly fiendish set of jumps to clear some spikes, spinning saws, and deadly arrows, you drop down a hole to get to the level's exit. At the bottom of that hole, there are some spikes. Spikes that are all but guaranteed to kill you the first time around. But here's the twist. The spikes you're landing on are the first obstacle you jumped over at the start of the run. You know they're waiting at the bottom because you can see the last cube you need to collect hovering above them. In the sheer joy of finishing most of the level though, you're gonna forget. Then you're gonna die. Then you're gonna scream. The game is a simply designed platformer. You've got 2 buttons that let you sprint left and right, and 1 that lets you jump. When you complete a level, the run isn't going to take you much more than a few seconds. You need to grab all the cubes to unlock a door, and then make it back to the door unscathed. While a successful run takes less than a minute, that's not taking into account the amount of time you're going to be mashing your face into a wall while trying to get to the end. Even the easiest levels are going to take a few tries, and the more difficult ones sometimes need you to put your phone down and walk away. Anyone looking for light and casual gaming relief is going to find the whole thing very overwhelming. You'll find yourself having to repeat later levels so often that you'll wonder if you just suck at all games. And some people are going to absolutely love that. This is deliberately a brutally difficult experience. There are levels that are easier, but they usually bookend a fat chunk of hatred, misery, and figuring out how on earth you're going to get from one platform to the next without dying horribly. Even the platforms hate you in this game. They'll crumble away under your feet or move when you really don't want them to. There's a logic to the changes though, and while it's logic built around the fact that the game hates you, it is at least consistent. Once an object has done something once, it's going to do it every time you come across it. Which brings us back to that example at the start of this review. It sums up the whole game, a tragedy that you were entirely prepared for but forgot about in the white heat of your potential victory. So yes, Reed 2 is a total prick. It's like an annoying friend who's always playing tricks on you, but you can't help but love. Come to the game expecting something light and you'll be crying in a corner within the first couple of minutes. Meet Reed 2 on its own terms though, and you'll find a super hardcore and fun platformer that doesn't let up for a second.